Hello, everyone. For your health tip over the next little while, we are going to be looking at the 8 laws of health. Now, in order for you to remember them, there are various acronyms out there, but for this purpose, we're going to use the new start. We're going to begin with N. N represent nutrition. Is nutrition important? Oh, yes, it is. It was Hippocrates that said, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. And the whole point really is that you eat that which will nourish your body, even down to the cellular level. The ideal diet chosen for man has always been fruits, grains, nuts and seeds, and of course, vegetables. There is a healing property embedded in that which God has created for our food. So let's look at nutrition. Of course, you want to get the best possible fruits, the best possible grains, the best possible vegetables. Work on eating unrefined foods, slightly processed foods, and ensure that your meals are simple. It is important that from day to day you vary your meal and you're not eating the same thing every day. As well as remember that you should eat a healthy and hearty breakfast. The old saying is to eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner, if any, like a pauper. In other words, your breakfast should be your biggest meal. Being careful not to overeat though, because that has its own set of problems. So we want to make sure that we do not skip breakfast, as well as try to make sure that your meal is not hurried. You get an upset stomach when you have a hurried meal, as well as your meal is not properly digested, which means that all sorts of digestive issues can begin to form. We also want to remember that we do not eat in between meals. And what that simply means is we allow 5 to 6 hours in between our meals. You see, our body needs time, our stomach needs time to digest the meal that you've put into it. And if you eat too frequently, what happens is that that meal gets put aside so that the stomach can digest the new meal. But you want to make sure that each meal is properly digested. Why? Because a properly digested meal will be filtered through the blood and hence towards the whole system. As well as we want to remember that are going to eat that which we are going to eat to maintain and to sustain health. And don't overeat. We can just create a whole bunch of problems. When we eat too much food, it dulls the mind, it causes us to be fatigued, and it's just not a pleasant experience. When we talk about meal eating, we want to also talk about making mealtime fun. It should never really be hurried. I know we live in a society where everything is hurried, but mealtime should not be one of those. You want your mealtime to be enjoyable. God has created many things, and over the next little while, as we look at each of these laws, I'm going to try to share with you at least one food and its use, not just internally, but externally as well. So for today, let's look at the potato. The potato is an excellent meal. It's rich in potassium. And do you know that if you had nothing else to eat, if you didn't have much of anything, and you ate a potato every day, or that would be able to help you sustain health? Yes, it would. And if you were eating something like potato and lentils, you'd be amazed that that would provide the nutrients that you need. So the potato may be simple, but it is quite profound. So you can use it because it's a food that can alkalinize the body. So that's why it's used for things like individuals who have high acid in their system, because it helps to alkalinize the blood. A potato broth is amazing for individuals who be having stomach disorders, etc. As well as you can use the potato externally. Did you know that if you had a sore or a boil or something like that, you could take the raw potato, make a poultice, and apply it to wherever that boil area is, or maybe something, a piece of rusty nail or something went into your foot, and you found that there's inflammation and stuff going on there. You can make a potato poultice and apply it as well. The potato, as I said, helps to replace minerals, and it helps with stomach disorders. So we can use it internally, but we can use it externally. So the next time you look at a potato, remember it is one of those things that we eat in order to maintain and sustain health. Have a wonderful day.